The lower courts had said that President Obama's executive amnesty was unconstitutional. The Supreme Court agreed to hear the case. In the meantime, Justice Scalia died. So a 4-4 decision, a tie, means that the lower court, the lower appellate court's ruling stands. And the lower court said that President Obama did not have the authority to just circumvent the law and issue an executive order granting amnesty to millions and millions of illegal immigrants. Now, he's angry, as you can imagine, and contemptuously saying that we have to leave this to the voters. Rush Limbaugh, God bless him, he pointed out that is the one thing that the president really hates. He really doesn't like leaving things to the voters. He wanted the voters to get him to power, and once he's in power, he wants to be able to do what he wants to do with that power and not have checks and balances, and certainly not elections to decide this stuff, because it's way too critical for us common folk. But I digress. Here's where I'm going to disagree with Rush, and I'm going to, and then, by the way, I want to speak directly to you Never Trump people. Please, I beg you, please listen to me. But here's where Rush was wrong. Rush said that we're one vote away from losing the balance of powers. We're one vote away on the Supreme Court of having a 5-vote majority to rubber stamp whatever the president wants. We're one vote away of having lost our constitutional republic. Rush, I love you. You're the greatest broadcaster that I know of in my lifetime, but you're wrong on this one. We've already lost it. We already lost it. The Obergefell decision and every federal court case that ramped up to the Obergefell decision shows that we have lost the republic. For those of you who don't remember, the Obergefell decision 5-4 is the one that said that people of the same gender can be married. This in the face of the fact that the federal government had passed the DOMA Act, the Defense of Marriage Act, and that most of the states had put in law or in their constitutions, that their state constitutions, that marriage was going to be between a man and a woman. The Obergefell decision said to hell with every state constitution, to hell with every state law, to hell with the voters who voted for state constitutions, for the lawmakers who promised that they would have marriage be between a man and a woman, to hell with the entire electoral process, the process of voting for people and passing laws. We 5 gods who walk amongst you, we will decide what marriage is. Justice Scalia, God rest his soul, said that this was a judicial pooch. And this is why Rush was wrong. For those of you who don't speak German, putsch is a word in German that means the overthrow of a government. Okay? That was coined with Hitler's beer putsch when he, in the 1920s, when he and some of his associates tried to have a coup to take over the government. Hitler ended up doing some time, wrote his book Mein Kampf while he was in a very comfortable cell. Scalia said, we've already had an overthrow of the government. Chief Justice Roberts said as much the same thing. The 4 dissenting judges in the Obergefell decision said, in one way or another, in their own words, that the Obergefell decision was paving the way for the potential for civil war in America, actual war. Read the dissents yourself. You can go online. If you don't have a computer, go to a library and say, could you please help me bring up the 4 dissenting opinions for the Obergefell case? Then sit there and read them. You can read all of the dissenting opinions in probably a half an hour. Won't take you long. And you'll see that these 4 judges, in their own words, who wrote dissenting opinions, all said that the republic as we know it is done. It's over. It's already happened. The question is, can we get it back? And I'm not sure we can. But this I know. If we're going to get it back, it means that Hillary cannot be our next president.